What does the phrase time and money mean to you? How does it apply to your own life? As towns grew and life on the manor changed, money came into use more and more. As a result, people began to think of time differently. On the medieval manor, people's activities had been ruled by the rising and setting of the sun and the changing of the seasons. Knowing the exact time was not terribly important, except to members of the church who needed to know when to pray. People told time using sundials, water clocks, and hourglasses. Later, as shopkeepers, merchants, and business people in the towns became more dependent on time, mechanical clocks were developed. By the early 1300s, mechanical clocks were being built that rang bells to tell the time and to call people to worship. With the rise of towns, society became less rigid. By acquiring wealth and skills, especially in cities and towns, urban people had some opportunity to move up from one social level to another, and a new social structure began to emerge. The power and social position of wealthy merchants and the new middle class was based on money rather than on ownership of land. These people were eager to buy the goods in the towns. People became more focused on enjoying material possessions and displaying their wealth through the clothing they wore, the furniture and decorations in their homes, and the meals they served. Wealthy people during the Renaissance showed off their economic status by wearing extravagant clothing. The historian Philippe Erlanger describes the clothing of wealthy people in France this way. Men and women wore sumptuous clothes of silks, brocades, cut velvets, and lace, precious stones and gold nets on their hair. Materials steamed with silver and gold were always vivid in color. Warm, flesh-tinted cosmetics were applied freely. Servants, pages, lackeys, and ushers were also clad gaudily, half red and half yellow, or half green and half white. People's desires for luxury goods like exotic fabrics was one of the factors that led to the expansion of trade outside Europe. The desire also led to the introduction of sumptuary laws. In Europe,